Hi, just thought I'd quickly share this with you, how I use my audio and how I control my audio via my software and what I use for my audio to control my automation. And I've got a controller here, which is an 8-track controller. I've also got a Shuttle Express, and I've got, of course, my mouse. And for example, I'm on channel 1 here. You can see here, if we move the slider, you can see the main mixer now is moving by me moving the slider here. Or I could just move the actual fader here for channel 1, and that will do the same. So you can work with your mouse or without your mouse, okay, as long as you've got a controller here which is controlling the audio, and you can see the actual data moving up and down as well, okay, depending where you are on your timeline. And I can also control my panning as well. So if you look here, the panning is now moving. This is really good for stereo imagery when you want to control your audio where it's coming from left or right. Now, so I'm going to do a quick example. I've got some samples here. I've repeated it every so many bars, I think every 15 seconds. So I've got a minute here. I'm going to show you what you can do when you want to add some automation, when you want to control the audio in your project. So I'm going to press play. It's already set to how I want it to touch. It's already set to how I want it to use it. So I'm going to give you an example of what you can do. So I'm going to press play. Now I'm going to use the shuttle wheel here. I can pause it there, or I can continue playing it. I can also scrub forward and go back while it's playing, or I can just gently move the toggle wheel in the middle. And any automation that's happening now, that will also affect the mixer because I'm using automation there in the mixer. Okay, if we go faster, of course the faders will move much quicker. So there are your audio tracks here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is quickly show you how you can use your faders. I'm going to go crazy with all these effects here, and then I'm going to settle down and show you what you can actually do. So on channel 5, I've got a sound here, channel 5 and 6, and if I'm correct, it should be a dog barking. Yeah, see a dog barking there. So what I'm going to do with the dogs here on channel 5 and 6, I'm going to pan them so to the left, so it will move to the left, and the other one will move to the right. So I'm controlling the way I want the sound to come in. Now on channel 4, I've also got another sound, so I'm going to bring that down, so you can hear that's gone down, and I'm going to bring it back in. It's coming now, so you can see the blue fader, the blue information that's going in and out. So depending whether you want to use distance in your film, you can control the volume. Okay, so I'm going to stop that there. What if you want to, for example, fade the whole lot? How can we do that? I mean, we can get a pen and drag it all down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all. So if I just Control A selects everything. So if I move one fader, it could be this one, okay, that's for the individual track. But now if I move the fader on the actual part here, it controls all the levels. Can you see? All of them are moving. So if I want to fade out everything at the ending, say for example if I move forward to here and then I've pressed play, I can now control them. It just takes everything down all at once. I'll bring them back in depending. So if I can use the controller here, you can see. So because I've recorded that data, I can now stop that. I can go back, and if I press play here, you will now see the faders moving as the controls go down, and you'll see the audio come in, jump in as they jump up, depending on how fast you control the audio fade in and out. So I'm going to do that again quickly. You can see the audio going down with the faders, and then I bring that back up again. So it's quite limitless. It's quite limitless to what you can do.